Hi, welcome to Steve Chats Wrestling, hashtag SCW, the wrestling channel here on youtube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video subscriber right now. Leave the comments in the comment section, like and share the video as well. Got some news stories to follow the Raw preview, so make sure to stick around this entire video to keep up to date with everything going on. Of course, Raw this evening is going to be in New York, and it's the first time we're going to see Goldberg and Brock Lesnar under the same roof at the same time. What is going to happen? It's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be quite promo based. I don't expect that there's going to be a lot of physicality between the two. Maybe you might see a roster pull them apart, maybe, from actually starting it. I think the more likely route they're going to do those, Brock Lesnar probably will look like it's going to, and he'll walk away and say it'll be on my terms at the Survivor Series. Brock doesn't fight for free because Brock Lesnar seems to be going into this match as the heel, not the face. I would like to see, personally, I'm going to throw a little idea in there. I'd like to see a UFC style weigh-in. I think that could be quite cool. Normally a lot of people that face Brock Lesnar are not really in the same sort of category of weight level, and I think it could have been a kind of interesting route to go down, but I don't see that ever happening. But I think it could have been an interesting idea to go down, but that's just me. As well as that, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan, of course, have been invited to Raw this evening. They are going to turn up. It'd be interesting to see what's going to happen. I imagine, again, of course, heavily promo-based. Maybe we could see some stakes raised for Survivor Series. Could they talk about The Miz, maybe that draft? Of course, SmackDown, Daniel Bryan said he was happy to draft The Miz, maybe for Cesaro or Sami Zayn. It'd be interesting how that might play into storylines. Maybe even we could actually see the stakes claimed where the winner gets some draft picks. Maybe that could be something that come out of Survivor Series. It could happen. We'll wait and see on Raw this evening. I am going to throw another prediction out there, though. I think a lot of the roster for both rosters are going to be under the same roof this evening. A very rare occasion. I think we're going to get a SmackDown invasion. Maybe a lot of the jobbers from SmackDown and the main SmackDown team, I think, are going to probably perhaps attack Raw, and we could close the show with just Raw versus SmackDown all over the place. And it'd be very interesting to see if that does happen. I think there is potential it could. Elsewhere for the show, a lot of fallouts. I mean, if this invasion is going to happen, of course, the Raw teams need to learn to coexist. Maybe they're going to have to iron out a few more things going into the Survivor Series from the Raw side. I imagine that's where it's going to probably go. So that's a very quick Raw preview for you there. And of course, the Cruiserweights as well will be very interesting. I think it's going to be their last edition of Raw, personally. I see them being traded to SmackDown. I don't see them being on Raw for a lot longer. I think it's going to be very healthy to see them go to the SmackDown brand. So maybe they might play on some of this. Could be the last time the Cruiserweights are on Raw. So maybe we might see quite a bit of cruiserweight action, but we'll have to wait and see how that is going to play out for the meantime. Going into other news, The Rock is all but confirmed that he is going to be at WrestleMania 33 next year. So that's pretty cool that the Great One will be back at WrestleMania. Of course, it is in Orlando. And he was speaking to WSVN-TV Entertainment, so that is where that has come from. It's, of course, via ringsidenews.com as well. So The Rock, what capacity will he be at WrestleMania at? Of course, he was involved in the 6-second match last year. Could we get the same again? Would he be involved in a program with Bray Wyatt heading into WrestleMania? That would be interesting to see, but I don't think personally The Rock will be wrestling at the moment, but could be very interesting. I mean, WWE are interested in bringing the UFC fighter. I mean, he did come with Ronda Rousey last time. There is rumours that it could be Conor McGregor this time. Triple H was at UFC 205 this past weekend. Rumours are that they do want to bring Conor McGregor in. I think it costs a lot of money to bring him in. I don't think it's viable either. Apparently, Conor McGregor as well has apparently come out and said in his post-fight that he's interested in striking, becoming a dad in March, and also management talks he wants to be given a stake in the UFC company if he's going to fight again. So I mean that does increase his chances a little bit, but for me personally, I don't see that happening. It's more believable when I see it, but be very interesting. Of course, to be using at WrestleMania. That's the time to do it. It would definitely be a heavy engrossed idea to get Conor McGregor into WWE. Last but certainly not least, they're going to talk about SmackDown 900 tomorrow. Of course, it's the 900th edition of SmackDown. Very easy for me to say. The Undertaker is on the show, and of course, it's unknown what he's going to be doing. According to ringsidenews.com, the suggestions are he will kick off the show, and it could lead to his WrestleMania feud starting on SmackDown. The likelihood is it's going to be Randy Orton and not John Cena. John Cena expected to be coming back sometime in December with WWE, so it's more likely it could go down the route of Randy Orton. Personally, for me, I would like to see the Cena match of the two. I think the Undertaker, John Cena as the megastar John Cena is certainly something we'd like to have seen. I think a lot of people, and it's been planted in my head now for like the last year, so I kind of preferred to see that over the Randy Orton feud. But of course, Randy Orton, last time he faced The Undertaker, wasn't at the level that he's at now as well, a 12-time champion. So be interesting to see how it's going to play out, but I'm sure we'll find it on SmackDown tomorrow evening. Maybe John Cena is going to be going after that 16th world title after all. But that's everything anyway. In the meantime, you're watching Steve Chats Wrestling, hashtag SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the video and subscribe right now, and I'll see you for any more breaking news next time. Take care.